An explosive start to this list. We're gonna blow up the hag with barrels. You can find some barrels up here in Walking's Rest, but we're gonna go for the barrels here in the Goblin camp. As you enter the stronghold, go left and then follow the path that you can see here in the video. Jump down and pick up the barrels and send them to camp because they're gonna be heavy. You won't be able to carry them all. Then line up the barrels around her, and if you have a companion, you can just have a companion talk to her to keep her in the same place, but otherwise you can just line up barrels around her so she can't walk away. You can also use summons to keep her in the same place, and then to blow her up you can either use fire or you can just shoot an alchemist fire with a bow. Doing this will kill the hag immediately, but you will lose out on being able to pick up her hair, unfortunately. You will though be able to go through her entire lair and pick up any items you might want from there. Here I'm just gonna go down and I'm gonna show you what I like to pick up. Open the door, and then I go and pick up the Staff of Crones, but the most important item is gonna be the Bitter Divorce, and that is for getting the summon. Then I go and free Myrina from her cage. We go back, and then we get the summon. Next up is the Balthazar skip. So here we are in the Gauntlet of Shar, and I'm just gonna jump to the door here, and then you're gonna have to pass quite a difficult DC, I think it's 30 lockpicking check here, so if you bring a lot of lockpicks, this should be doable, but it will take a couple of tries. And then what you do is you either go invis or you just jump away. Balthazar is gonna fight all these guys here, and you can just go away and do the Shar while they're fighting, and then when you come back, as I did here, they will still be fighting, and at some point here Balthazar is gonna fall, and you can just pick up his loot with the 2 invis spots, or you can jump in and jump out. You can do it however you want. But keep in mind that when you pick up the loot from Balthazar, they will immediately attack you, so you might need an invis spot there. Now for the third skip, which is Merkel, you're gonna need this Callous Glow Ring, which you can find in the Balthazar room that we just visited. We need this Callous Glow Ring because it adds radiant damage to our smoke powder bombs, which we're gonna use in the second phase of the Merkel fight. So for the first phase, we're gonna go invis, and it's important that you've already convinced Ketheric here not to fight when you met him before to be able to do this. So here we're gonna convince him again. Also, you need to free the angel there. We're gonna convince him again to not fight, so we skip the first phase. And in the second phase, we're gonna put down 20 smoke powder bombs, and we're gonna have the Callous Glow Ring equipped, and we're gonna throw these, and it's a very exact this throwing where you need to throw, so look at this video for reference where you need to throw the bombs and where you need to put the smoke powder bombs down to be able to do this. But here you will skip the second phase, and this will be a much easier way of doing this solo. For the fourth skip, what we're going to do is we're gonna run past these undead here. This is to skip to Act 2. You can do this pretty much immediately from the start of the game. Also, you can walk past the goblins by just disguising yourself as a female drow. Next up, we're gonna grab the Moon Lantern, and in order to grab the Moon Lantern, we first need to have a torch so that we're able to walk in the Shadow Curse lands without getting affected by the Shadow Curse. So in patch 7, the easiest way of getting the Moon Lantern is just to convince Karnis to give you the Moon Lantern. Before patch 7, it was possible to force Karnis, if you use the command spell, to drop the Moon Lantern. But starting in patch 7, if you do that, he will immediately go hostile, and you will either have to fight him or you will have to run away. So to save you some time, you can just pass 2 deception checks and you will be good to go. And for the last one, I'll just let past Chris do the talking. Go into our inventory, find the smoke powder bombs, put them there, and we're just gonna... Fine, right? Lord. Okay. Okay. Wait, there are still 4 left?